Yeah, man, it got hot now. Take my, you know what I'm saying?
All right, here we go. Adam22, welcome back to Vlad TV.
Happy to be here. How you doing, Vlad?
Hey, just did your show, and after doing your show by myself, an epic moment in independent hip-hop media history happened.
Okay. And I reacted to that. It's going viral right now. Which one was it? It's the one, I forgot the name, but I reacted to that.
Pretty good. Yeah, we had me, you, Academics, Whack, Trap Lore Ross, and Remo all in one room for about 3.5 hours. And yeah, I don't know if I can think of a comparable collaboration where you had that many people with million subscriber plus channels all in one room as far as hip hop goes, at the very least.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna show the photo right here. It's just a very dope photo because everyone in that room is cool, supporting each other, and people are like, "Oh, so does everyone get to put that on their channel?" And I'm like, "Nah, that was No Jumper. I wouldn't even think to ask. Like, that's his thing. It was on his platform. We just happened to show up."
Wait, what did he ask?
People are like, "Oh, so does everyone get to put that on their channel?" And I'm like, "Nah, that was No Jumper. I wouldn't even think to ask. Like, that's his thing. It was on his platform. We just happened to show up."
Right.
But this is how cool it is. And you know, it's just nice to see what I've always thought was the best possible situation is all of us working together, none of us really competing with each other.
It's good that y'all was working together.
Historically in media companies have always clashed with each other, which I always thought was stupid.
Right.
Facts.
You always put me on to that
Facts.
from very early on. If you have a new competitor, somebody who's doing similar content to you, reach out and embrace them when they're early in their journey, because, you know, there's just not a lot to be gained from conflict and having issues with people. But meanwhile, forming good relationships with people who are coming up in the space can help you out in the long run. And I think a lot of people, me, Ross, Ack, we all kind of look at you as kind of the godfather because you really saw how a lot of this shit was going to play out in the long run.
Right.
And I think we're all thankful for our relationship with you. And I think that you're a model of how to approach that kind of thing, as opposed to a lot of people who are in more legacy media spots, especially these radio guys. I mean, they're just salty as fuck, and they don't want to see anybody win. They would have, when they see that picture, they're horrified because they realize that the way that they've done things has not really panned out. And then meanwhile, a lot of these independent content creators are willing to all get together and make content, you know?
Hold on, but what?
They realize that the way that they've done things has not really panned out. And then meanwhile, a lot of these independent content creators are willing to all get together and make content, you know?
Well, that picture was great, but
Facts.
unfortunately, No Jumper is going broke. So I guess that was the last hurrah.
Yeah.
And No
Word on
Jumper
the streets.
Studios.
Yeah. That was
No,
our
that's
last
real.
big hurrah.
That's real. There ain't no word on the street. That's really what's going on.
Fact.
Okay, now you and I had this conversation about this. So I have an interesting perspective on it. And I was kind of playing with it on Twitter. I was like, should I buy No Jumper? And then I'm like, oh, I'm finalizing the sale of No Jumper. What job should I give Adam? Because I knew the comments were going to be comedy.
A couple people hit me up. You need to fade Vlad for this. I'm like, that
Nah, that ain't nothing to play. I'm not the fate part, but the talking about buying the company and all that ain't really nothing to play about. Like, you know what I mean? That's
is not. That is not the appropriate.
So that's my baby. That's what I'm talking about. Companies, that's how we look at the companies, like it's our baby. You know what I'm saying? We hold it tight like this. You know what I mean? Rock it to sleep every night.
Conclusion for you
Wake
to
up with
come
it
to
and
here.
everything.
This is all fun and games. Trust me.
Yeah, no, I wasn't even considering buying No Jumper. This was not a serious conversation. Although a couple people did hit me. Like on the street, like, yo, man, you really buying No Jumper? I'm like, no, I'm not really buying it. But there are some money problems at No Jumper, which you have revealed publicly, and that was your choice.
Yeah, it's funny seeing people try to dunk on me where it's like, bro, I chose to share this with the world, so clearly I'm not too embarrassed about it. But yeah, I mean, I've always felt like I had a pretty genuine relationship.
You mean you wasn't too embarrassed about it because you shared to the world? Nah, bro. She was feeling some type of way for sure. You even displaying it right now in this part one of the interview. You know what I mean? You kind of bummed out a bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you shared it, but sharing it, the news about you going broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that for sure hurting you because the woo. Woo! All the people going off
Relationship with
on
my
you,
audience.
or you giving people ammo to go at you.
Where I've always felt like I had a pretty genuine relationship with my audience where I try to tell them whatever I have going on, and unless it's something in which there are, you know, serious consequences in relation to it, I just prefer to be honest with the audience. And when I look at the business now, it's like, okay, we're not in the same position that we were during the pandemic,
Right.
and that's fine. And I just wanted to, you know, open up to the audience about that. And there was a few different things that sort of have impacted us. Number one, we have a lawsuit from this disgruntled bitch-ass employee, which we're dealing with. Which,
damn, we want to say the N-word so bad, man.
that alone is not going to ruin our year or anything like that, but that's definitely been something that has been costing us a lot of money. We also lost our Instagram for about 7 months, but I do have to say, thanks to that big guy upstairs, we got it back 2 days after I made that video. We got the Instagram back, so that was
Congratulations, man. Y'all got the Instagram back, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro. It's good to really plead your case to the people. You know what I'm saying? I know people be like, oh, don't self-incriminate yourself. Don't say this. Don't tell people what you got going on. But, bro, when you tell people what you got going on, it kind of, like, makes your life easier. It can, you know what I mean? Like, say someone has resources, someone has a way to support you or has a way to do this for you or whatever, then, yeah, they see your video. They're like, okay, now I know. Yeah, because I've seen Young Pseudo say such and such. Now I know.
That was definitely a consequence of making that video that I kind of foresaw. I actually thought that was after I made that video, we got the Instagram back. So that was the guy upstairs. We got it back 2 days after I made that video. We got the Instagram back. So that was definitely a consequence of making that video that I kind of foresaw. I actually thought that was sort of likely to happen if I got that many people aware of the fact that we lost our Instagram unfairly. I just felt like something good would come from it. So the fact that actually worked out was really nice. And then obviously buying the building, which, you know, our mortgage is well over $20K a month, which don't think was necessarily the best idea, but I had all these other revenue streams. Like at one point the YouTube was just going nuts, the Patreon was going crazy, etc. And buying a space that cost that much didn't seem like a bad idea. It didn't seem like it was something that could potentially hurt the business. I also felt
it's good to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Like we were growing so much and scaling up.
Because real talk, we knew, but at the same time, we ain't know.
That we needed more and more room to grow. After 3 years in the same space, it's just kind of more clear to me that I know what this business is now. There's only so much content that we're going to be able to produce that is going to be profitable. Yeah, and as a result, we just don't need a space that big. And granted, okay, we have it, fine, it's an investment, but you know, it would feel better to me to be in a space that was realistically, you know, like the room we're in, maybe 2 of the rooms that we're in right now would be enough for me to get by on.
You keep saying you, bro. What about the talent? Because the talent is really where the profits is coming from. The talent. What about the talent?
Yeah,
I've just seen what you and you pulling on Rock and Prada and you know what I mean. You popping this. This is like sounds like selfish.
Talk with a lot of businesses over the years where it really fucks them up. Yeah, I've just seen that with a lot for me to get by on, and yeah.
I'm saying me. That's what I'm saying. I seen someone title. I'm sorry for pausing you, but I seen someone title a video. They're like, God, who it was? They're like, no jumper broke, not Adam. Yeah, that was academics. He's like, yeah, on me. He's like, no jumper broke, not Adam. So when this guy is sitting here talking about me, it's like, where does the company take place in this? You know what I mean? In the conversation. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I've just seen that with a lot of businesses over the years where it really fucks them over when they decide that they want to overinvest into their space, etc. So revealed all that in the video, and you know, I also there's always a marketing side to it for me. So that was also us kind of like unveiling our membership program, same as you, $5 a month to get early access to our interviews and everything like that. And Yeah, also then
I need to get on that too. I need to get on the membership bag too. I'm missing out. I see everybody doing the memberships on YouTube. I need to get on that.
the Instagram back, which is probably the best thing that could have possibly happened to us from me making that video.
Would y'all sign up to my membership if I create one on YouTube?
So I explained it in the video, but am I?
Let me know in the comments.
I personally going broke making that video. So I explained it in the video, but am I personally going broke? No.
Are you?
I do porn. I have a very successful business called Plug Talk.
Right.
I also not a big spender. I've got plenty of money that I've stashed away over the years. A lot of people, I was watching academics react to that video, and he thinks I'm crazy because I don't got a Lamborghini.
Damn, that sounds good. That sounds crazy to say. Yeah. Oh, I got plenty of money that I stashed away. I don't think people needed to know. It's kind of like, you know, that song in Young Dove when he's like, I took $7 million and buried it out there by the water. You know what I mean? And until it rot.
Spender. I've got plenty of money that I've stashed away over the years.
Just say you got guala and just leave it like that.
A lot of people, I was watching academics react to that video, and he thinks I'm crazy because I don't got a Lamborghini and I don't have a $200,000 chain or whatever it is. I mean, I'm just not interested in that kind of stuff. So to me, I put the money away. You know, I very much look forward to the day where I'm sick of doing content and I can just ride off into the sunset and not think about paying the bills. So to me, it's like money is...
See what I mean? It's selfish, bro. That's all I'm hearing, bro. It sounds like you're trying to just build no jumper off to make it up as profitable as possible. And then when it stops making money, you just leave it. Kind of like how I heard was other people were saying too. They're kind of saying that same thing. I wasn't sure if like that was really the plan, but now it's coming out. Damn.
To be made to save. I don't really like think of you know, I'm making money.
Truth shall be spoken.
So I can purchase more stuff. I don't have that desire for stuff. So as far as me, not think about paying the bills.
Well, I gotta hear that one more time because that hit different, bro. Imagine having a boss and you know what I mean? Your boss is in his mind, he's not thinking about the future for like us as a company. Well, he is, but he isn't, if you know what I mean. And then he has intentions of one day just leaving it all and going, maybe missing. You know what I mean? And just going and living good, in quotation marks. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy, man. Living good. Then what about us, bro? What we gonna be doing? Where we gonna be at? Huh? That's what I'm saying, man. I encourage a lot of y'all, you know what I mean? Build a platform, create a platform. You know what I'm saying? Do something so you don't have to rely on nobody. So you don't have to depend on nobody, sorry.
$1 chain or whatever it is. I mean, I'm just not interested in that kind of stuff. So to me, I put the money away. You know, I very much look forward to the day where I'm sick of doing content and I can just ride off into the sunset and not think about paying the bills. So to me, it's like money is to be made to save. I don't really like think of you know, I'm making money so I can purchase more stuff. I don't have that desire for stuff. So as far as me, I was never worried. My girl was a little bit on the fence about me making that video because she obviously had people hitting her up left and right. Are you going to be okay? Is your kid going to be able to stay in private school, etc.? And it's like, my girl's looking at me like, you really want people to think you're broke? And I'm like, well, I didn't say I was broke. I said that No Jumper was going broke, which is different. If No Jumper loses money a couple months in a row, then No Jumper is going broke. That doesn't mean that No Jumper's fucked for life.
Hold on, that went over my head. What happened?
I said that No Jumper was going broke, which is different. If No Jumper loses money a couple months in a row, then No Jumper is going broke. That doesn't mean that No Jumper's fucked for life. Doesn't mean that I'm fucked. It just means that this business was going through some hardships and we had to correct our course.
Yes, sir. Man has spoken, man. Y'all make what y'all want to make of it. Hit that like button.